I'm out here surveying my water situation. Got lots of water here in Raynell, West Virginia. I'll show you right here is right here. You're looking at a little stream running down the hillside, and I got a thing here. I just rigged up out of something I had laying around, and that's allows me to catch it in a watering can, like over there by the air conditioner. I can set that thing under there and fill it up in no time. I use it when I'm mixing cement and stuff like that. I use this water. Went out to the Meadow River, I guess. But here's another deal. He had this one also running like this, and that kind of bothers me. I said, there's got to be a better way, and I was thinking, well, I got this thing right here, and that's some kind of drain or clean out or something. I mean, there's the sanitary drain clean out. So I don't know what this one is doing over here. Well, I was thinking about putting it in there, making it some kind of adapter or something, but I'm thinking that might be the sanitary sewer, and I don't want to put rainwater there. But anyhow, I got a better idea, and it won't be too much harder to do. Get up here. Here's the gutter system on the front of the house, and that's what I told you all that to tell you this, that I'm going to work on this today. And my idea for this one, since I have a drain over here, I'm going to remove that drain spout and then just pop over a white piece of metal over the hole, and then come down here and take that adapter out, you know, draw out, there's 4 pop rivets, and bring it down here and cut a hole in this one and put the downspout here on this end. And I just have to change the angle of these, you know, they're just screws. I could drop that, you know, a 1/2 inch on this end. It's pretty much level. And change the angle right there in the corner, and just raise that one a hair. And then this one here, I can unbolt it about 3/4 of the way down and just drop it like 1/4 inch or something, you know, just to get the water headed this way and put the drain down here. Got all that out, disconnected and taken apart. It's and this thing here, it goes inside the gutter and it's held in by 4 pop rivets. In fact, it originally had 6. It must have been a used one. Well, this one only had 4. But then this caulking that they had it bedded down in was hard as a rock, and I couldn't prise it loose or anything. But I got the propane torch, warmed it up, and it popped right out. While I had the opening, it looked like a nice opening they cut. Must have a machine that does that, you know. So I made a template out of a Cheerios box to when I cut the hole in the other end for this one. And I think the next thing I'm going to do is check the level on that thing and see how I gotta change the angle. But it's nice not to have that black pipe going down the driveway anymore. Right there's where it was. While we're up here, you can see this is right now West Virginia. We're at 2,400 feet, but we're surrounded by a mountain range, so it makes a high valley, I guess you'd call it. And in 2016, this town flooded. That Meadow River that drains this valley it rained 10 inches in 32 hours and flooded the valley, and the water made it to about, looking at the aerial photographs, it made it to about right here or somewhere. Didn't even come in the driveway of this house, but the houses in the lower part of town, you know, they got covered up. So So let me check the angles on all these, get my level, and see what I got to change. That one might be the right angle already. I mean, I'm not going to do a whole lot, because mainly just down at this end, you know, drop that one where I have plenty of room to do it, and change the angle right there at the transition, and the rest might just be okay. I mean, it's not going to fill up with water. It might have an inch of water in it, but I don't care. Here's the coupon I made that's going to go inside here and cover the hole, and then I'll put a bead of caulk around it first. And if I need to clean more of that caulk out to make it fit tighter, I could hit it with the torch and light it on fire. But anyway, I'm going to put a bead of caulk around. Got my drill with the right size bit. Got my rivet gun here, so let me take care of that. That part's done. It won't stand out too much if I wash my gutters. But, the next job is to lower this one a little bit, get the angle right, and then cut a hole down here in the end. I think I see most houses, the rain gutter is kind of down the edge of the wall, so my camera will have to be moved. So I'm up here on the step ladder, taking the screws out all the way down, leaving a screw in here to hold it until I move the step ladder, and then I'm going to raise it what I can, and then go down and put the screws back in. Had to take my little reflector dude off here to get to these two. This one was broken off, so I guess he must have hit her too hard. But I'm going to move my step ladder to here to take that last screw out, and then I'm going to raise it, try to get the angle headed the other direction. You can see I got her angled the right way now, with all the water going towards the downspout over here. So you can see the reveal at the bottom of the edge of the fascia board. You got about an inch there and down to like a 1/4 inch here. So, and then from there you go down to nothing here. You know, rearrange my little rocks and flower garden and everything. I didn't want this thing spilling into this area. I had a string that I stretched from that end to this end, because I could tell it had a bow in the middle, because I only had it supported at the two ends, so I had to lift it up a little bit in the center to keep it straight. I ordered the T I need to connect to that white pipe that's going right through here. A T and a coupling from Home Depot. And you know, they give you free shipping and 10% veteran discount and all that good stuff. So a nice sunny day here in Raynell, West Virginia. So we're talking about that rain gutter. You know, I got that downspout used to be there. Got a patch over the hole. Got some white spray paint. I'm going to make it look a little less conspicuous. And I have it down here now. And I changed the angle on this one, as you can see, and now I changed the angle on that long one there. And that center one I had to change a little bit, but it rained a little bit the other day, and the water was coming out the downspout, so I would say it's working. But next thing I had to do was take all these parts that used to be over there, dumping water in my driveway, and hook them into this pipe right here, which I've almost done, but You know, I started digging it by hand, and then I ran into that great big giant rock. I didn't know how big it was until I pulled it out with the backhoe. So I was digging that ditch right there. And when I got down here to this pipe, I was being real careful, and I uncovered it and didn't do any damage to it. But then when I was trying to dig around it, I must have grabbed it, because I ripped the center right out of it. So I had to dig back to where the good pipe was. And to get it in there, since it's rainwater and a little trickle from that from this French drain that's supposed to catch the water come down the mountain, but I never saw any water come down the mountain. But it's just a trickle coming out of there. And so what I did was I took some pieces of this black pipe, split it, and then take about all your might to spread that enough to get it over that pipe. Because that pipe is a different size than that pipe. That pipe's 4.22 diameter. This is 4.5. So there has to be, and there's where I got a transition. This is where the 4.5 meets the 4.2. But it's so that's the best I could do there. But these clamps, I mean, yeah, it's probably going to leak a little water. But when I uncovered this, and before I damaged it, there was a trickle of water coming down alongside that pipe. So there's water there already, you know. I mean, so that actually fits very, very tight. So it's not going to be like a gusher, but it's probably going to seep or drip or something. I slipped a little piece of vinyl in there over the joint where the two pipes come together. But rained hard yesterday and today, and it's raining right now. But so I got a good test of it, you know, and nothing was spilling over or anything. Matter of fact, when the thing was down there and it rained hard, I used to get some spillage. Not sure why. Anyhow, it's covered up the hole, shoveled all the dirt in it, and now you can see that it sunk a bit with this like really hard rain that we had yesterday. It's one of those like, you know, hardest rains where you pull over if you're driving. So that's good, you know. It's going to end up where it needs to be. And I just go get a wheelbarrow full of dirt and level it out, you know, for every time it sinks. But yeah, I'm really happy with it, you know. Got that black 4-inch pipe out of my driveway, you know. The rain gutter came down from there before, and then it spilled into the same deal I got there. I just switched it over here, and it had like a bunch of elbows and stuff, and the pipe went down into the driveway. And I said, there's got to be a better way. And one day I was looking at it, I said, what if I put it at the other end? Okay, so the water is going to here now. And I had that pipe hooked up, but like I said, I took a piece of pipe out of here, now it won't reach, but this is working okay. I just got it kind of spilling into it, you know, because there was a lot of water yesterday and it was all going in the road. But right there is where I want to end up. Those pieces aren't glued, they're just stuck together, so I can change the angle however I want. So I started digging, and then it started raining, but I dig down a little more and just put an elbow here and go over down to the base of the wall there, and then run it. So I had to go to Lowe's and pick up like 3 10-foot lengths of pipe and a few elbows and maybe a 45 and get busy, and then that'll be 100% of my water going into the storm sewer instead of just spilling in the driveway like it was. And, so that job is complete, all except for this I just mentioned. And yeah, thanks for watching.